So, I want to bring up the idea of choosing your weapon. Now, I'm speaking in this case in the terms of hand-to-hand combat, martial arts styles, if you want to put it that way, or groupings of styles, or even just mode if you prefer more grappling, if you prefer more striking, hard, soft, whatever. I want to relate it to an old maxim from the world of shooting, firearms, which, by the way, is a martial art, and you should be doing it. But aside from that, they say that, and I may be paraphrasing the exact maxim here, but they say that the imperfect weapon that you practice with will be more useful than the perfect weapon you never shoot. And very much so, the same is true with martial arts. All of us have unique talents and tendencies and psychologies and all that, that certain styles, certain arts will be more beneficial than others. So because Wing Chun works well for me, and I think it is very mechanically sound, doesn't necessarily mean it will flow well with you. And just because my lineage works well with me doesn't mean that even my lineage will work well with you. Mechanically, it might. Is anybody? I'm not going to ask that question because I know that you hardcore gun nerds will actually argue the point. But you could pick out any model, any popular model of firearm, and say, could anybody argue the fact that it is mechanically sound? There are a lot of them that are very mechanically sound, and they suit the purpose they were built for very well. But they don't serve other purposes very well. Some are built for long range, some are built for short range, some have a lot of stopping power, some have, amazing accuracy, some are just really pretty works of art. I mean, you've got a number of scenarios, you've got a number of qualifiers. Same thing is true for martial arts. Maybe you've been studying, say, Taekwondo because it was something you could get your hands on, but you just don't like the feel of it. I'm going to say this, and I don't want to hear a fucking word from you. It's kind of like owning a Glock. It's a really good gun, but it's best when you aftermarket it, and despite it being extremely common, it's not for everybody. Some people simply like other things better. Some people like something that's going to be better off the shelf because they're not going to put that much into it, an accessory to what they're learning. And that's fine. Other people are going to take what they learn and they're going to heavily modify it to their own personal style and liking. And that's fine too. All of it is fine. Just the number one thing is finding something that you are comfortable practicing, something that you are comfortable thinking about, something whose ends and means are in line with your own personal ethics and morals and style and training modalities and all that. Make sure that it is comfortable to practice with, because even if it is, a less precise art than, I'll use Wing Chun since that's what I have been studying for a while now. Even if it's a less precise art than Wing Chun, even if it requires, more heavy modification, or if it's simpler and less versatile, but it flows with you well, then by all means, practice what you will. There are plenty of guys that use boxing to great effect. It's an extremely limited art, but it has served them well because it's something they could practice, it's something they could wrap their heads around, and it's something that they could consistently do because they enjoyed it and they could internalize the lessons. And that's what's important. The rest of it doesn't really matter in the long run. The likelihood of you getting into a fight outside of a sport is is extremely low, and the likelihood of you using it in an actual life or death circumstance is even lower. So you should pick something that will be a good shit hits the fan option, but something that will also be comfortable for you to practice and will allow you to maintain, your own personal goals and evolution. If that's boxing, that's fine. If it's Wing Chun, that's fine. If it's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, that's fine. If it's MMA, that's fine. If it is Taekwondo, that's fine. If it's Taibo, fuck you. It's not actually martial art, I'm just joking. If it's Taibo, go for it. Really don't expect to defend yourself with Taibo. It really is just aerobics, but I digress. That's all I've got. Make sure that whatever you choose suits you and is comfortable, and you may find that in 6 months, a year, 2 years, 25 years that you want to do something else, and that's fine too. Most firearms enthusiasts have many guns, and quite honestly, a lot of us martial artists, we have many arts. I know I do. I will talk to you guys later, and hope you have a good evening. Good journey.